Sir Rod Stewart's wife Penny Lancaster opened up about her struggles with the menopause, which resulted in terrible mood swings. Speaking in a new interview, the Loose Women presenter admitted she had what could be classified as a mental breakdown during the COVID lockdown period. At the end of March 2020, the British government urged nationals abroad to return to the UK, with Rod and Penny deciding to leave their family home in Florida for their home in Hertfordshire. But when the mum of two returned to England, she began to notice her symptoms, which she initially believed was a virus, worsen over time. Unaware she was in the early stages of menopause, Penny, 53, who was only 49 at the time, recalled the moment things came to head one evening. During the pandemic, she admittedly spent a lot of time with their chickens in the garden or the kitchen coming up with different recipes, but had become irritable over time. "I remember, I was calling them to come down for dinner. They finally came down, the two boys and Rod. And I picked up the plates and I threw them across the kitchen," Penny told The Times. Which is an outrageous thing to think of. Who the hell would throw the dinner? But the physical act was hard to stop. "Because I couldn't contain it anymore. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't want to hurt myself. But I felt like it was getting to that point." Penny recalled throwing the plates of food across the kitchen, making as much noise as possible, but was grateful no one got hurt. Despite redecorating the kitchen, Penny recalled breaking down in tears, leaving her husband Rod and their two children in shock. She shared, "I collapsed on the floor in a heap, burst into tears, shaking in the corner. Of course, it was an absolute shock to Rod and the boys. Rod just went, 'Boys, in the other room. Leave Mummy.'" The Maggie May singer, stunned by Penny's sudden outburst, urged she can't carry on like this and willed her to get some help. While the presenter assumed she was having a mental health crisis, a male doctor misdiagnosed her with depression and advised the special police constable to take antidepressants, which ultimately led to Penny feeling worse. After months and months of her symptoms not improving, her Loose Women co-stars performed an intervention and urged her to visit a menopause specialist, where the doctor confirmed what her pals assumed was going on with her health. Penny said, "I burst into tears because of the good news. I'm not going mad. I can save my marriage. I can keep my family together. I thought everything was falling apart." The Loose Women panelist was weaned off antidepressants and was put on hormone replacement therapy, HRT, and Penny said her symptoms improved immediately.